What's up, you guys? Welcome to Beneath the Music. My name is Kenio, and I will be your favorite manager today. Today, we're going to talk about artist CVs and why they are important. Artist CV, it's not a thing that is being asked for a lot, but usually a booker, or especially if you're searching for grants or applying for awards or something like this, they can go and ask for a specific artist CV. But what is an artist CV? If you're going applying for a job and you're handing over your CV, you will have things like education, skill sets, a previous experience and stuff like that. The same thing goes for an artist CV, but it kind of resembles more of a D&D character. A D&D character, for those of you guys who don't know what D&D stands for, is for Dungeons and Dragons, which is a role-playing game where you create your own little character and stuff like this. Like, go look it up, because this is not about D&D, it's about artist CV, but they're kind of built the same. So I want to take you into Photoshop, where I've been working on creating my own like little artist CV in a more visual aspect, so you can get a better grasp on what's going on. So let's move into Photoshop over here, and we have a nice little picture of me here in the middle. It's a press photo. Of course, you need press photos. You kind of need your avatar picture, like the picture of your character. Remember, we're doing a role-playing thing going on right now. So we have these boxes around us, right? And these boxes are gonna be filled with stats. And I can hear every little nerd out there being like, yes, stats. We're gonna build them up, right? And for everyone saying it's not a numbers game, it's true. It's not a numbers game, but there are some things you kind of want to fill in here. So let's start off with the first box called live shows. Right now, I've been putting in the live shows that I'm playing myself this year, 2025. I got a tour coming up in September and October, and there's still shows getting filled in. But anyways, live shows, Metalvation, Aarhus Festu, it's those are headlining shows or standalone shows, because and due to highlights, there's no reason to put in every freaking headlining or standalone show you've ever made, because if you made like 100 shows of those, like having hundreds and hundreds of shows down that CV is gonna be cramped. It's gonna be filled up. It's gonna be no one's gonna read that. So take the highlights, like the top 5 or the top 10 you can think of throughout your career, and put them in there. The next one we're gonna go into are, of course, support shows. Same rule, same thing as the headlining and standalone shows. Don't take every support show you've ever done, like top 5, top 10, doesn't matter. Just take the highlights and put them in there. Of course, a no D&D character would be anything without skills. The skill set. Let's put that down here. What are your skill sets? What can you do? What instruments are you playing? What are you good at in music terms? Not like if you're good at cleaning, that goes on your job resume, but this is an artist resume. So I put in like, this is are just examples: vocals, piano, guitar, producing, songwriting, etc. I could put in like YouTube. I could put in video editing. I could put in graphic design, all kinds of stuff like that. But these are more like just to show you guys a more visual aspect of how things are set up, really, because we're gonna set it up in a different way later. But this is to begin with. As an artist, you're probably making music, right? So let's go into your releases. These are full albums, singles. Every release that you can think of is in this box. And if you can implement it with cover art, that would be nice. Maybe a little QR code next to the cover art, so people, like, if there's like, go through your CV and they can scan the QR code and go directly into the song. That would be freaking amazing. That's a little pro tip for you. In the same case, if you've done any collabs, I am releasing my first collab ever that I've ever done this August 2025, and I really hope you guys want to check it out. Put those in there if you've done multiple collabs. Of course, put them in there. It's the same thing if you have the ability to create a QR code, put it next to the cover art with the title and stuff like that, and have people scan that and they can go listen to it directly. If you can tell the people who you done collabs with to do the same thing with their artist CV, that would be freaking amazing for you. I'm just spilling out the tea here. I'm just spilling out all the secrets. Next one. If you've gotten, on your releases, if you've gotten any reviews, put them in there. Of course, a link to the article, if you can still find it, that would be freaking amazing. Because that always helps. Probably also a screenshot of the score, whatever magazine or whatever radio stations have given you. Just to catch people's eye when you're scrolling through a document. Of course, we have, this one is a little tricky, awards and honors / grants. If you want any awards, place them in here. If you want any honors, like what I mean by honors is honorable mentions, or if you've been invited to different events, like in this picture on my right here, I was invited to Danish Alternative Music Awards, where I was supposed to give out an award. So I didn't win one, but I got the honor. So that's an honors. And grants, if you received any grants that you applied for, put them in here as well. The last one is press / media. I find this as one of the most important boxes. Like, it can be press media, it can be radio stations, it can be shout outs, it can be a lot of those things. Like there's a kind of a box that represents the hype around you and what other people are saying. So if you can almost make like your own little scrapbook of people mentioning your name anywhere, suck it all in, put it in a document, and put it in here. So yes, this is a visual representation of what a artist CV can look like. But of course, this is only a visual aspect. You can, of course, make it your own and you make it prettier. And in some cases, you actually want to do almost like a job application CV. And I'm going to show you that. You can make one of these. This is made with ChatGPT, of course. So full disclosure. But it shoot out one of these things for an artist CV, which I find actually pretty good. It's pretty well made. So yeah, it kind of sums up what I mean about taking all the visual aspects you have in a visual CV and placing it in an actual document. But you can fool around with it as much as you want to. So if you can combine the visual aspects with a document like this one, please do. That will be freaking phenomenal. If a potential booker wants to ask for it, you have it at the ready and place it in your EPK. And if you're wondering what an EPK is, you can click the video right up here. And remember to press the subscribe button and comment your thoughts and leave a like. I really appreciate it. It supports the channel. And I hope you enjoyed this little management session. Until next time, guys. Bye.